can be used to locate many different kinds of evidence. You can do just a general crime scene search, or you can look for more specific things like bone, teeth, hair, blood, body fluids, and things like that. So if we open this up, the A.L.S. has a couple different pieces. Here we have the power cord. Here is the case. And here's the filter. So now if we want to put this together, I'm going to take one end here, pull this down, and you're going to put on the filter. And then that just snaps into place like that. And then here on the base, same principle, we're going to pull this part back, slide the end of this hose in, and snap that into place. Now you're going to take one end of this power cord and put it into the back of the machine. And you take the other end, and we're going to plug it into an outlet. Now before you use the A.L.S., we're going to turn on the first switch here in the back. And this lets the machine warm up. You want to let it warm up for about a minute or two before you decide to do anything. So when you use the alternate light source, there's a couple different kinds of goggles that you're going to want to have available. We have clear, yellow, orange, and red. And basically these goggles are here for protection of your eyes, and also they allow you to see different colors under each of the wavelengths. So the first wavelength we have is white. Under white light, you don't need to use any goggles. The second setting that we have is 300 to 400 nanometers, and this is the long wave ultraviolet setting. And using this setting, you're going to want to either use your clear or your yellow goggles. The next setting we have is 415 nanometers. This is also ultraviolet light. And here we're also going to want to use either clear or yellow goggles. The next setting we have is 455 nanometers. This is in the blue-green region. And when we use this wavelength, we're going to want to use orange goggles. The next setting we have is the crime scene search setting. Under this setting, we're going to want to use orange goggles. The next setting is 515 nanometers. This is also in the blue-green end of the spectrum. And under this setting, we're going to want to use orange goggles. The next setting we have is 535 nanometers. This is in the green-red part of the spectrum. And under this wavelength, we're going to want to use red goggles. The final setting on the A.L.S. is 555 nanometers. And this is also in the green-red part of the spectrum. And under this setting, we're also going to want to use red goggles. So if you're looking for specific types of evidence, for example, if you're looking for bone, teeth, or fingernails, you're going to want to use either the 455 CSS or 515 nanometer settings on the A.L.S. and also use orange goggles. Now if you're photographing this evidence, you're going to want to use an orange filter on your camera. If you're looking for body fluids, you can use the CSS setting, which you would use orange goggles and an orange filter. The UV setting, for which you would use clear or yellow goggles, and you wouldn't need a filter on your camera. Or white light with clear goggles and no filter on your camera. If you were searching for hair, you could use white light with clear goggles and no filter on your camera. Or you would use 415 nanometer or the CSS setting, for which you would use yellow or orange goggles and a yellow or orange filter on your camera. If you're looking for blood, you're going to want to use the 415 nanometer setting with clear or yellow goggles with no filter on your camera.